W at foxradioroanoke.com. All right, I guess I'm here to do what the Republican Party does not have the courage or incentive to do. And I'm here because our Constitution has no defenders in the Congress. Just like the caller said, well, where do you think the Tea Party came from? Tea Party didn't, grow in a vacuum. There was a reason that the Tea Party came to be. There's a reason that Ross Perot came to be. There's a reason that I am here. There's a very good reason I'm here. And that's because the Republican Party is not doing their job. They're not defending our Constitution. And I'm not here to hold the hands of people that dabble in politics. I've had many people tell me, oh, Marcus, you got to explain these definitions. Liberal, progressive, Democrat, socialist, communist. I'm not here to conduct politics 101. That is a job for someone. That job exists. I'm sure there is an opening for that position somewhere, someplace. It's not my calling. That's not what I do. If you don't know anything about politics and you think you're a socialist and you're reading this book by Saul Alinsky and you're listening to your liberal professor, I don't need to talk to you. You are irrelevant to me. Because I never went through a phase where I was a socialist. I never went through a phase where I thought, oh, this communism thing, that might be a good idea. So I'm not talking to that person. I'm not here to sway people that don't question what they're told. And I'm not talking to that person because that person does not listen to talk radio. That person is laying on their fat you-know-what in front of on a couch right now watching TV. If you don't question what you are told, if you don't question me, then I'm not talking to you because I am trying to send a message to people that are skeptical, to people that question their surroundings, to people that want to know the foundation behind why things are the way they are. That's, I'm not here to talk to people that don't know how to be skeptical, that do not have an inquisitive mind, that do not have a curious mind. I don't have any tolerance for them, to be honest with you. Don't worry, they don't listen to this show. Even a lot of times you hear these liberals call in to conservative talk shows and stuff. Most of them are plants. And I'll tell you one thing I'm definitely not here to do. I'm not running for office. I'm not here to win over a majority of the people. I have no interest in a majority of the people. It's not my job. It's not my calling. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm trying to inspire and motivate self-starting patriots to action. That's what we need here. We don't need a majority. We need a small minority of self-starting patriots to take acts, to stand up and to be activated. I'm talking to people that educate themselves. I'm not talking to people that have to, rely on somebody else for an education. I'm talking to people that take it upon themselves to educate themselves. The citizen that I want to reach takes responsibility for their actions. I'm trying to deliver a message to Americans that innately love this country and cherish freedom. I'm speaking to Americans that are not ashamed to be called teabaggers, right-wingers, conservatives, extremists, or any other name. I'm trying to communicate with all freedom-loving peoples that have a burning desire to sacrifice of themselves in order to honor those warriors of liberty that went before us. The American Revolution was fought by a minority of colonists. It's human nature for a majority to avoid conflict. I could spend years trying to educate a majority, but in the end, I would have a majority that believes as I do, but would be unwilling to fight for those beliefs. I'm no fool. We are not the Oxford Debating Society. You give me a handful of warriors, and we can defeat the enemies of freedom. Indeed, the Republicans don't even need a majority themselves. They don't need a majority up there. All they need is character, values, integrity, and honor. And some say, oh, we gotta have a debate and educate in order to win. No, you look at the polls. You look at the polls. We don't have to educate anybody on anything. We don't need to debate anything. The polls show that our side is winning in the majority. The polls show that a huge majority of Americans are opposed to health care reform. We don't lack a majority. We lack leadership. That's what we lack. We lack leadership. We have the majority. The majority of this country loves freedom. The majority of this country works hard. The majority of this country wants to preserve our Constitution and our way of life for the next generation. But unfortunately, that majority has no representation. None whatsoever. You look at Barack Obama. Barack Obama won. He had a lot of folks voting for him. Did he win? You know why he won? Because John McCain was no leader. No one wanted to follow John McCain. We should all know how human nature works. If we inspire and motivate a small group of passionate, superior in intellect, superior in organization, superior in will, if we have that group, then we can take the leadership and the rest will follow. John McCain was a failure because he was no leader. Because he showed no leadership qualities whatsoever. You can hate Barack Obama if you want. That's fine. But you got to give him credit where credit is due. If nothing else, he demonstrated at least superior leadership qualities to John McCain. I know that's not saying much. I realize that's a small hurdle to jump over. But when it came right down to it, those masses that some people want me to educate, some people want me to waste my time talking to fools. Some people want me to waste precious time trying to convince some lazy slob why they should be conservative. I am not even remotely interested in that individual, because if we stand up and we lead, they will follow anyway. They will follow. We don't have to debate them like this, Oxford Debating Society. Stand up and lead. They'll get on board. Why do you think they voted for Arnold Schwarzenegger in California? He's a Terminator. That's why they voted for him. The stupid masses are going to follow whoever the leader is. That's why they're stupid masses. But conservatives have never been stupid masses. And that's why the Republican Party fails time and time and time again. In their elitist thinking, they actually believe that conservatives can be controlled like the Democrat base. I laugh at you. I mock you fools in the Republican Party. You will never deceive conservatives like that. You will never own us the way that the Democrats own their base. You are dreaming. Call me at 540-343-9397.